be today person they die. But then some death they pain person, not because you have a relationship with the deceased, but because of the circumstances wey come dey surround the death. It could come make you dey feel say, how I wish I knew this. But then it's too late. There's nothing you can do. Popular Nigerian gospel singer Bukola Akinaanu, popularly known as Omije Ojumi. Na so we hear say the woman don die. And it touch person, Wetin kill am? How she take die? What happened before fame, during fame, after fame? That is when she was sick and death, and then the squabbles that happened after death. Now everything I go try bring you inside this video, just in case you don't know, so you know everything from A to Z about Bukola Akinaanu. This particular woman, she was just 46 years old, just 46, and then she started singing at the age of 10. Started way early in life to dey sing gospel music. Then at some point she ventured into the corporate world as a banker. Yes, she was a banker, and then she had to resign from banking to face gospel music squarely. And she has some very beautiful songs to her credit. Gbé ojú mi sókè Ọlọ́run mi, gbé ojú mi sókè Ọlọ́run mi, ìgbà tí ìṣòro dé tí kò sí olùrànlọ́wọ́ mọ́. Gbé orí mi sókè Ọlọ́run mi. You know that one? Omijé ojú mi ń béèrè àánú rẹ bàbá. Kéyeye ò fi aṣọ ojú rere wọ̀ mí Ọlọ́run mẹ́. Àráyé ń retí ohun tí màá mú bọ́ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ bàbá mímọ́. Ọdún yìí ń lọ, ọdún yìí ń lọ. Orí mi, àbí? I don't miss her. But now the woman shall sing the song. But then unfortunately, like I said, she has been in the news, she has been singing, she's doing well. And then suddenly, no hear of her again. Wetin happened to her? Did she die? No, she did not die. Was she sick? Yes, she was sick, but we did not know. Until October last year, when her video came out online. That was when we saw her at the church of Prophet G.F. Adetuberu. Then, now G.F. David. When the man of God was praying for her, she was sitting down and she was stretching her leg. Her leg was big. And then he said there is blood flow in the leg. And the prophet that was praying for her said, this thing, no be physical, no be medical. It is more of spiritual. I said, na arrow. Na spiritual arrow, evil arrow, na him dem shoot her wey dey worry her for inside leg. In fact, he said the spirit of death is around her. Come dey cast out the spirit of death. Prayed for her, and that was when she came online to say, please pray for me. Who was like, wow, where has this woman been? What has been wrong with her? We need to know. In fact, after that, some prophet that I would not want to mention, they started saying all of things. In fact, there was a particular broadcaster who said that she took a prophecy with levity. That at this being, when they gave her that prophecy, she took it seriously and she prayed or did some things about it. Probably she wouldn't have been. But then all those ones that were speculations of what could have been. But that is not where it gets interesting. Where it gets interesting was that after this woman came out in public, so many, like I said, so many topics, so many talks and everything. The 12th of this month, the 12th of January 2026, unfortunately, she died. She died, and one of our colleagues, Alayo Melody, was the one that came on social media to post that after a long battle with this, with that, she eventually died, and then it became an immediately everybody started saying, this woman finally died, and that we saw her praying, we saw her asking for help, we saw her, we could not help, and that thing struck a chord in my memory, reminded me of something. How many of you remember what happened before the death of Sikiru Ayinde Barrister? You know, he had issues, he had health issues too, and he came out to cry for help, that everybody help me. In fact, inside a particular song, he said, gbogbo ẹ̀yin àfáà kínní kan tí ń bá dìde wàhálà yìí ojú ti yín o, ògbìgbà tí ń gbà àlàyé lára, lákùnwá gbà mí o, ìlàyé àlàúrà. He also came out, he cried for help, but unfortunately nobody could help. That's another topic for another day. What we are talking about is Bukola Akinaanu, Omije Ojumi, and her death that occurred on the 12th of January 2020. She died in a hospital in Lagos, and that was it. When she died, now that time we can't say, not knowing that her health issue even became much more complicated. Another colleague of ours, another gospel musician, Lanre Alewilese, I believe, yes, Lanre Alewilese, came out to say that before she died, she could not talk, she could not open her eyes, she could not utter a word. He said they were seeing it, but they don't have the guts, they don't have the nerve, they don't have the audacity, they don't have what it takes to keep updating the public, because you just be putting people on unnecessary panic and putting them through unnecessary stress, because there was nothing anyone could do, because her health was deteriorating. In fact, at some point there were plans to fly her outside the country for treatment, but one thing led to another. I think they said she could not travel in the state that she was. They need to stabilize her and make sure that she was stable to an extent before she could travel. Help came, truly. I think it came late though, but then some people came around, especially our colleagues. Some of our colleagues came out to help her, while some normally they looked away. But that is not the point. The point was that eventually she died. And when she died, so many things started happening. Alayo Melody, that came online to announce her death on the 12th of January, he was also the one that said they have a burial plan on the 20th and 21st of January. And their burial plan was to happen in Lagos. In fact, at LTV 8 Grand, Agidingbi, Ikeja, there will be a service of song, a candlelight procession, a tribute and artist night, and then the interment service. That was all that they were planned. In fact, we don't know how far it's true, that some of them have started making financial contributions. We heard that someone like Alayo Melody himself has paid for caskets. He has paid for the land, that's the graveside that they wanted to bury her. We also heard that they started printing shirts. Then, unfortunately, we just had another thing, that all the burial plans has been cancelled at the instance of the family. Now, for them, because as they talk, say, oh, what is happening again? You know how people and speculation, thought about different speculation from different places. They said the family, they get issues with the musicians. So we talk, say, no, it's an internal issue with the family. The musician does not have any problem. But then, one thing that I cannot rule out, I cannot forget, because I saw the video of Alayo Melody, when he was announcing the cancellation, you will know that he was pained. I think that's the right word. He was pained. I don't know why, but he was pained. Probably because they have made commitments and the family is not cooperating. But unfortunately, the family came out to say, the plans were suspended and then officially cancelled due to issues arising from within the family. A decision communicated via a statement shared on social media by a close associate, that same Lanre Alewilese, he explained everything, that see what is happening. The statement stressed that the cancellation was a collective decision of the family and burial planning committee, not a personal choice, and apologized to well-wishers for the inconvenience. However, the family don't let them slide, because I don't know, and they also have something to say, because they believe that whatever story is circulating, it get the way they affect their image. And as a family, they also thought it is necessary for them to clarify things. After the cancellations of social media rumors claimed that the family were soliciting for burial funds, my family fundraising, by donation in the popular palace of Lizzie Anjorin, burial donation, that this, and the family came out to say no. Nothing like that ever happened. They say some people say there were internal disputes that the family had just to speak out. Femi Ereton, and I believe they said that's the brother-in-law to the singer, he spoke on behalf of the family. He said the family they beg anybody for money, and there is no conflict internally. Our family remains united and will remain calm. He say anybody wey talk wetin no see, wey come out come talk say family need money, one thing, we will take legal action. Ẹ má ṣe kíni, ẹ má fojú kíni wò wá, orí wa pé o. We know what we are doing o. They came out, and I love the fact that they did they cleared their name. Ereton explained the family wanted to take independent responsibility for the burial. Come on, like we about wọn ṣòpọ̀ ọmọ wọn ni now. Wọn lè dókú ṣe something like that. So they ẹ má worry, leave us. We will arrange it, we will do it, we will fix it. Considering the emotional strain on relatives and the late singer's surviving husband and children. The family also rejected online narratives urging the public to let the singer be laid to rest with dignity and peace, and not to be drawn into misleading controversies. Ladies and gentlemen, one popular pastor called Arole into come online. He spoke separately. He said there was a breakdown in communication between the family and the artist. The artist, they plan, they can't break down, say they don't raise money. At some point, the family was not picking call again. The family was not cooperating. A whole lot of things. He took on the stress. Say, let's remember the day that we so many unnecessary drama. Sorry if I use the word unnecessary. That's the way me I see it. After renewed discussion and planning, the family come reschedule. They come replan o, and they talk say na so time we go bury her. They say service of song dem go do am for Ben Otto Event Center, Akomojo, Lagos. Candlelight and artist night tribute. It took place on Wednesday 28th January, and the event will be the main interment on Thursday 29th January. For where? For the family. That was how they announced the whole thing. And ladies and gentlemen, the way they announce am na the way dem do am, the way they run the package. Ladies and gentlemen, so many things, like I said, why this one fail, why this one fail, why that one fail. But finally, video started circulating, especially for the brother-in-law at the service of song, where he said the family is intact, nothing is wrong. He said because of this, said they were discussing with the head of the family. And the head of the family was cooperating with them, was telling them, but they realized that the emotional strain and everything on the man might take a toll. That's why the family want to defer. He explained a lot of things and still warned again that nobody should say what they don't know. The man explained, and that was where he appreciated everybody that came. That is not where it ended. You would have thought that was all the problem. That was all the controversy. Not knowing that the main controversy is they wait for the burial day. Now that was the one that really trended and got this matter to be spoken about, because unfortunately people came together to bury this woman, and at the burial site, I didn't know, many people did not know that her husband has been away for close to 17 years or thereabouts. And then some people came trying to reconcile the man with his children, a son and a daughter, and the children stood their ground that the man is not welcome because he was not available when their mother was going through life all alone by herself. And that was the video everybody that has been talking about. While the young lady remained calm, I think she's the older, the boy did not take it easy at all. The boy did not take it easy. But then there was a particular woman in that video that everybody has been talking about, trying to force the father's love on the son. Your daddy loves you. Your father loves you. Your father say, madam, no be here. For whether they cry, whether they lower the body into the grave, the woman was still there, was still saying the children were, oh God, oh God, oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, people have been dragging some people, but me, I'm not interested in that. I just want to take you through what happened before fame, during her sickness, her death, controversy that surrounded it, and what happened afterwards. She has finally been laid to rest, and then we are still hoping and praying that if peradventure there is an element of healing somewhere, God should heal the family. I'm talking of the children and their father. If there is anything to be mended, God should mend it and bring them together, because that is the only way to honor the memory of the late woman. If staying apart is what our spirits will be glad about, may it happen. But if coming together as a family is what she really wants and what she would have loved, may it happen. At the end of the day, may God rest her soul. Our Doku, may God Almighty continue to be with us. May God rest her soul once again.